What's going on, everybody? Brian here from Brian's Broadcast. I hope all of you are doing fantastic. A beautiful attar review again. This is again from the house of Maison and Marmin, and the fragrance or the attar is none other than Nedjma. So before I proceed, I want to welcome you to my channel, and if this is your first time tuning in, make sure you're subscribed and you hit the thumbs up button if you like contents like these. Without much delay, let's get down to business. Of course, you may have seen the presentation before in one of my reviews, and if you have missed it, just in case, I'm gonna be very quick. This is the beautiful presentation. This is the newer presentation, I believe. Before they were shipping in just plain boxes. And the bottle used to be a bit different. I'm going to show it to you right now. So this is the beautiful box, like totally shiny kind of material. It's slightly, not exactly white, but it's slightly in the pearlescent kind of white zone. It's like a spring-loaded box. The fragrance bottle sits right in there. You close it. That's about it. Here's the beautiful bottle. You have already seen it. This is a 3 ml size, and it comes with a tag with the attar name over here. It's called Nedjma. And just for comparison's sake, this is the older presentation and this is the newer one. So there's a lot of difference. So basically the stick in there, the dipstick, is right there with the bottle. Let me just quickly open it and give you a little glance of it, just so that you have an idea, in case you're wondering like what the new presentation looks like. Sorry about that. So basically this is what it looks like. So you open it, you see the dipstick is right there, right? So that's about it. And on the older presentation, on the older bottle, what happened was, like, you take off the cap, the dipstick is right there, you gotta plug it out, right? So before I proceed, let me just give you a little forward. This fragrance, Nedjma, the word Nedjma means star in Arabic. Correct me if I'm wrong, please, guys. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, but that's what I found from the website. And Nedjma is basically a feminine name. Now, why did I go with that? You might be asking me this question, like, hey, Brian, like, why on earth did you end up buying a fragrance or an attar that's kind of related to females, or, you know, maybe much to feminine leaning? You don't like fragrances that are feminine leaning. I mean, those of you who know me well. So the main reason was I wanted to try musk, something that has like a good dose of musk in it from their house. And I thought, like, hey, you know, if I did not like it, if I found it to be too feminine, of course I can always gift it to my mother or a friend who's into feminine, or, you know, a female friend or somebody who is into feminine or lighter kind of fragrances. That was the main goal, to buy Nedjma. Now, let me read out the notes from the website and you will see. I'm going to explain why I totally loved this attar. So, on the top you have lemon, violet, mandarin orange, tea, bergamot, plum, ylang ylang. In the mids you have jasmine, rose, some precious woods. You have honey and cedar. And on the base you have sandalwood, amber, fresh woody vibes. Of course they used a lot of woods here. And you have vanilla and musk. Now, guys, let me tell you something. Like, attars, again, attars are very, very different from your usual spray fragrances. So they do not always follow, like, you know, how it opens up in this way, it behaves like that, and then it dries down to this. It's not always like that. These attars are of very high quality. They have natural ingredients and authentic ingredients, and that means only one thing, which is when you apply it on your skin, it will behave very differently on your skin as opposed to mine, right? So for somebody who applies it and then they find it like too feminine, the same might not apply for the other person who just applied it, because their skin chemistry and pH levels, everything affects the way these attars work. Now, on my skin, when I applied it, there was this beautiful, fresh, vibrant opening and a juicy opening that had a lot of florals. And the florals were mostly a combination of very mild jasmine with a bit of like a bit dominant rose, but the rose is not that jammy, sweet, jammy rose. It's more on the floral side. It has that distinct sweetness to it, but it's very mild, very shallow, and at the same time, it's bright, it's uplifting. And the freshness that's coming through from the citruses and the ylang ylang and the violet, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So around like I found this to be really feminine. Why this attar was said to be feminine leaning was because of the opening. That's what I felt. So once I applied it, so I applied like two swipes. So dipped it, one swipe, two swipe, and I always applied it here so that like it's not too close to me, not too close to my nose, but at the same time it's moving. This part heats up because when I'm moving around, that's the part that heats up, has a bit of friction with the other parts of the body. So the fragrance, it helps to open up the fragrance, right? So this thing was like the first half an hour to an hour was like on the feminine side. But after that, like around the 1.5 hour to 2 hour mark, that's where things took a different turn. Now, once this fragrance, the what do you call the freshness and the floral vibes are slowly going away, what I felt was one of the most luxurious feeling. And when I say that, I mean imagine a very expensive shampoo or maybe a, I don't know, fabric softener or detergent, but that's like super luxurious. Imagine some Louis Vuitton level thing you're using to wash your clothes. Imagine something like that. Maybe I don't know. Maison Francis Kurkdjian would make something like that. Maybe a shampoo from that brand. Imagine something like that. So basically, the violet over here, this kind of creates that herbal essence and at the same time creates that luxurious shampoo or some kind of a luxurious detergent kind of feel, which is in my opinion it smells very clean. And this is basically what happens where it's the musk and the vanilla that's actually coming through, and it's working with all that honey, the woody notes, and of course when they say precious woods, so of course there's no mention of oud over here, but I'm pretty sure there are other woods used in this attar. That's like mixing and it stays in the background. So basically, the most important player over here is the musk and the vanilla. So what's happening is the musk is a very clean, soapy, professional, and a hint of powdery kind of musk. Now, once this fragrance opens up, like that shampoo vibe, like almost like a fresh out of the shower, and imagine like you used your most favorite shampoo that has your signature scent that like you're enjoying that vibe, and that smell, like shampoo or body wash, the smell goes away, right? But imagine that scent staying with you for more than 8 to 10 hours. My god, this is a little vial, and I'm pretty sure this is gonna last a very, very long time. Now, just so you know, I recently saw, like, as of September, I think 12th or 13th, they discontinued this one. I don't know if they're gonna bring back Nedjma, but what I heard, what I saw from their newsletter, this one is gone for good. I'm not sure for how long, but if you still find this on their website, the link is in the description below, and it's not an affiliated link, so just go ahead and do yourself a favor, get this stuff. It smells really, really nice. So the professional musk over here, the fragrance one, as it's drying down, the scent becomes a bit more powdery, not too much, but you feel that like there's a kind of volume to it, there's a consistency, there's a thickness to the smell, and I think that's somewhere coming from the honey, and at the same time, it's like a full-bodied musk. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful scent. Has that distinct sweetness, very mild, very soft, as if like a fresh linen bed sheet just laid out, white bed sheet just laid out on that soft, cozy bed, and it just resembles like the brightness of a star, like the softness of the light that's coming from a twinkling star in the sky. And imagine the softness and the beauty of a beautiful woman. Of course, I'm not a woman, but then again, I'm just saying, just trying to express in words like how better, I mean, what better way can I place these things? So Nedjma became my really favorite attar. Although feminine, but if you can get past that first hour, trust me, this is very much unisex. It's perfectly in balance, and especially in office setting, like this thing just lasts. And it's not one of those monster projectors, but trust me, this thing, because it has a lot of natural ingredients and authentic ingredients, um, this thing has a great lasting power. So, like 8 to 10 hours with just two tiny swipes. Imagine one here and one here, and the entire day it lasted, and it leaves a beautiful scent trail. And because these are like attars, oils, they stick to your skin better, and as your body heats up, they start projecting more. Right, it doesn't project right away like those alcohol-based sprays that we use, but it's something that will like open up over time. Like it's something, it has its own characteristic, its own nature, and that will totally depend on your skin chemistry. I highly recommend give it a shot. They have sample vials. Go ahead and give it a shot. That was my take on this beautiful attar from the house of Maison Anthony Marmin. This is called Nedjma. Do yourself a favor, if you still find it in stock on their website, please do grab it. And until the next video, guys, if you did like this content, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed, do subscribe, and leave a comment down below. What are the fragrances or attars you have tried from this house? Until the next one, please take care, stay safe, and all the best.